Varicose veins, as we all know, is not just a cosmetic concern but a progressive medical disease. We need to know that at least 1 in 3 Indians will develop varicose veins sometime during their lifetime. We also know that it is also involved hereditary in the families, and when they have some trigger, it tends to showcase in terms of symptoms. So some people who tend to stand for long times, in women post-pregnancy, these are the conditions which will trigger an underlying existing hereditarily weak valves in the varicose veins. These patients just don't have abnormally looking veins but also have symptoms like pain in the calf, cramps at night, which typically affect the quality of their life. So varicose veins treatment options that we have at present. Traditionally, surgery has been offered for most of the patients of varicose veins. Unfortunately, with surgery, the risk of recurrence is close to 25 to 30%, as well as led to a lot of hematoma formation. That's why surgery is more or less obsolete in terms of treatment option that we offer to the patient now. Next, and the current best treatment option that has been offered to most of the patient is endovenous laser ablation. Now, this is currently the gold standard of care for varicose veins. We know NICE guidelines as well as American Venous Forum has given this as a first choice to be offered to most patients. It is a perfect treatment option, daycare procedure, no stitches, no cuts, to be done under local anesthesia. Patient can resume his most of the activities within next 6 to 8 hours and resume all the heavy activities like exercises, yoga, all the other possible day-to-day activities that need to be done within next 48 hours. So how do you improve a near perfect laser treatment which allows immediate daycare mobilization of the patient? Here comes the role of VenaSeal. Now this is a biocompatible glue with the help of which what we are going to do is just stick the vein instead of burning in laser. Now this glue allows a single prick to be given to the patient, immediate mobilization right from the operation theatre, so the patient can come out of the operation theatre on their own and go back to their routine activities. Possibly in terms of stockings, VenaSeal will give some benefit. There are some people in whom stockings may not be required entirely, and in some people stockings may be required for a short period. These are the benefits of VenaSeal which we look forward to deliver to our patients. So VenaSeal, as I said, is one of the latest treatment options which is available for treatment of varicose veins. It's US FDA approved since 2015. Do we have a clinical evidence to back this treatment option? Yes, absolutely we have. We have a very good VCLOSE extension study, which is a 5-year data suggesting a 98% closure rate of varicose veins. Obviously, this has been compared with radiofrequency ablation and laser. So, our VCLOSE extension studies tells us that laser as well as VenaSeal both give a closure rate of 98%. Also, we have a WAVES trial which tells us it is safe, efficacious, with good closure rate and minimal complications. So how is VenaSeal performed? Now, patients are prepared and draped in the operation theatre. A single puncture needle is used and access is taken into the vein just above the level of the ankle. Now, this is the only prick that the patient is going to feel throughout the entire procedure. Once we have taken the access into the vein, the Saphion or the VenaSeal system is introduced and parked 5 centimeters proximal to saphenofemoral junction. Post this, we introduce a catheter in which actual glue or the VenaSeal is attached with the help of a syringe and a system which is looking like a gun. Once what we do is we inject in a calibrated way, a small amount of glue is injected and a pressure is given on the vein from outside. This pressure is going to make sure that the vein walls get stuck to each other. The entire procedure is finished by slowly withdrawing this catheter, injecting the glue in a calibrated manner and compressing the vein from outside. Post procedure, a small band-aid is applied over a small key entry hole and the patient can actually walk off the operation table just immediately post procedure. One of the key questions which concerns most of the patients is, do they have to wear stockings post VenaSeal treatment? Mind you, it's an adhesive which has stuck both the walls of the vein here. Seems like a perfect plan where stockings may not be entirely required. This question has to be decided on case-to-case basis, on patient-to-patient basis. Some patients may not require any stockings at all, while some who require some adjuvant therapy along with it may require a short course of stockings for say 3 months. Also, in patients who have hereditary condition or cause of varicose veins may require to wear some stockings just to make sure that it does not reoccur in another veins of the leg. So this question is very subjective and has to be decided on patient-to-patient basis. So in terms of resumption of work, all patients post-vena seal can resume most of their activities from the very next day itself. There is no bed rest or limb elevation required post-vena seal treatment. So can we offer vena seal treatment option to all of our patients? The answer is no. If you see most of the guidelines for treatment of varicose veins, as well as the various venous centers across the globe, still date 75% of the patients are still offered laser ablation, whereas vena seal is offered to around 20 to 25% of the patients for treatment of varicose veins. This decision has to be taken on case-to-case basis depending on the status of the vein, the patient's symptomology, as well as the site of leakages. So what are the benefits of vena seal? Now, vena seal is the US FDA treatment option available, single puncture to be given to the patient. Some of them may be able to avoid wearing stockings or may have to wear stockings for a very short period of time, with resumption of activities on the very same day itself.